Hey, it's Keith, Keith's Garage, and we are here working back on the 2014 Honda Odyssey. It's like I'm doing a whole full restoration on this thing with the amount of stuff I'm putting on it. I have the car up on, I have the truck up on the lift. It needs a bunch of stuff. So I need to do brakes. You can see the pads. Can you see the pads? Front pads are shot. There's a little tiny bit of a lip right here, so I'm replacing the whole rotors. So this is the front. Obviously, you know, one side's bad, the other side's bad. I'm not gonna go over there and show you that. Rears, for some reason the rears always get eaten up, so the rears need to be done. There's not that much of a lip, but the pad is, it's pretty close. It's pretty close to being done. You can see in here. And same thing on the other side. Yeah, the side's, it's a little tight over here, but yeah, this side's even worse. And I don't know what the other side of the rotor looks like, because actually that pad is a lot thicker, I think, than the outside pad. So I might have a caliper issue. I don't have time to deal with that right now. I don't know what the other side of this one looks like either until I get it off. You can't see the other side of the rotor from this, because there's a whole backing plate over there, and it covers the whole thing. The other thing I need to really do on this thing is these lower control arms. So it's only 1, 2, 3. It's only 3 bolts to get that lower control arm off, and I'm going to be taking all of this off. I have a whole kit, I'll show you in a second, that does all of this: low control arm, inner outer tie rods, and the sway bar link. I might replace the sway bar link. That's my concern, is doing alignment. I don't know when I'm going to be able to take this thing to get an alignment, so I don't want to leave it out of alignment. I'm also rotating the tires. That's not a big deal. Taking the fronts, put them on the back, but I might just do, because it rides really horrible. Those bushings on that thing are shot. Fan has almost 200,000 miles on it, and those are the original lower control arms. So I probably should replace them. Hopefully, if I replace them, that won't mess up the alignment. Sometimes it will. I don't. It did on my 350Z. So, well, it did mess up the alignment. Let me say that. It didn't mess up the alignment. It messed up the steering wheel. It wasn't centered. But I think if I could just replace that, the lower control arms, not touch the tie rods, maybe I'll be right. I think that's what I need, because they really need to be replaced. Rear brakes aren't that big of a deal. Front brakes not that big of a deal. I have this whole kit here, which is both lower control arms, inner tie rods, outer tie rods, stabilizer links, and then the boots that go over the tie rods. So I might just do the big piece of the control arms, and maybe that stabilizer, because that doesn't affect anything. And then I don't know when I'll do the tie rods. It doesn't really look like they need to be done, but I'm in there anyway. But again, setting up an alignment, my wife drives this thing every single day. It's going to be hard for her to get an alignment on this thing. So I can probably, you know what, I can do that on a weekday at night, swap it out, and then maybe bring it to alignment shop in the morning. I don't know. We'll say maybe next weekend. I'm doing this stuff on the weekends. Plus, we got other projects going on. So yeah, okay. So that's all the front end stuff. I'm just double checking to make sure I have everything in here. This is some of the rotors. I don't know which ones. This is, okay, these are some other rotors and some pads. I don't know which pads are which, but they are power stop. But you can see the thickness on these suckers. All right. Let me go get to work. come across any hang-ups or anything, I'll come back and video it. But other than that, I mean, it's a regular brake job. I'm sure you've seen these 1,000 times. I think I've even done them before. So anyway, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so I hit the first snag here. These rotors still have, I mean, I've replaced them and I put this thing back. This just holds the rotor in place. This little Phillips head. Tried taking it off with a screwdriver. It's too tight. So I have this here. This little guy. Put it in there. It's already loose. I did get it loose. They put that in there. You hammer on here, and what it does is it hammers and it turns. So as you hammer on it, it forces it to the left. So I just did that a couple times. Bang, bang, bang. It broke it loose, and then I just unscrew it. And there. So it's just this little kit right here from Techron. And it's got, you know, flathead and Phillips head bits in it. That's it. And I just hammered it with this hammer right here. And it's loose. So now I can unscrew this and then the rotor will come off. I'll put the new rotor on. You can see I already have the caliper off. Caliper, there were 2 bolts. I'll show you on the other side. It's not off yet. There's 2 bolts. One here, one up there. Took that off. I'm going to have to, the pads are still in there. Take the pads out. Take the pads out of here. Crush it. I'm just going to use a C-clamp. Oh, jeez. Get a C-clamp and compress the piston, and then put the new pads in, and put this side back together. Okay, well, I change of plans here. And you can take the caliper off, but you still, you know, with the whole bracket to get the rotor off, but you still have to separate here because you can't take the pads off out while it's still on the bracket. So on the other side, you can see I put the bracket on just temporarily. I just put 1 bolt in there, which is the same thing I want to do on the other side. So the bracket's on there, and then I was able to take these screws out from the caliper, and now I'll be able to push these in, and you can see I got the rotor on. A little encouragement from a hammer. Got the old one off, but they give you so all this comes off. That comes off. This comes off. So the way to do it, I guess, is prep the caliper first, and then take your rotor off. Swap the rotor, then put everything back together. The new stuff here, they give you all new hardware, even these little clips. These little things here. These little metal things, springy things that go on here. They go in these little holes. I'll show you that in a minute. But these are the old ones. You can see how this was almost gone. This one was okay. I think that was the inside one. But compared to the new ones, look how much meat is on those. And this is the one that had a lot of meat on it. So it was time. Yeah, and they even give me some brake grease. I think that's what this is. Yeah. Silicone brake component lube. So I got that too. So I'm going to go put these all back together. You have a little squeaker tab here, which that one doesn't have it. No, these pads don't have it, looks like. Oh, it had it, but I apparently I must have ripped it off. Brakes are making noise. All right, I'll fix that. I broke that piece off. Or it broke off. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, let's I'm gonna put this thing back together. Like I said, I gotta crush that in. Let me get the clamp. I'm gonna show you a tip. I kept losing this clamp because it's a rust color. So I painted it pink. Painted it some bright color. Looks like it needs another coat, but this way I can always find it. I do have the proper tool somewhere to compress the brakes. This here, but this is really difficult. This is really hard. I mean, it's supposed to be able to use your hand to screw it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So, anyway, I'm going to go use an old pad, compress the piston back in. I should go on top and see how much brake fluid in there so it doesn't spill out. So I'll have to go up on there or lower the car down, check the brake fluid, make sure it's not all the way full, and then push that piston in, because if it's full and push that piston in, it's going to blow out. So let me go do some stuff. All right, so this rotor is stuck on here. So to get it off, I'm just going to use this big hammer and smack it. Because, oh, hold on. The caliper wants to fall. Okay, got the caliper so it won't move. I'm just going to hit it right here. All right. Anyway, I'll get it off. Keep hammering here. Hammer it here. I put some PD Blaster. I'm gonna try to bang it here. Like I said, this rotor is going in the garbage. So anyway, I'll get it off. 1 second. All right. So got the caliper. I need to push these in. I'm using 2 C-clamps. I don't know if I have the tool. I thought I did. I'm not gonna go look for it right now. So this will work just fine. It's a dual caliper piston, so they both have to be pressed in at the same time. And you should press through the middle, but you can't because you can't get the middle area. So what I gotta do. And I took some fluid out of the master cylinder, so when I push this in, it won't overflow. I gotta get the tool. I need the cut tool for this. Okay, so that's all I push back. All the way pushed back. Now I gotta put the new piece on here. I have to remember to tighten this up. I just put that on there temporarily. New hardware for here, and then put that on. All right, front brakes here. I put new hardware here. I got the caliper pistons pushed in. New rotor is on with the little screw. Now you take the brake pads. I already have one brake pad on there. To get these brake pads in, come like this, like that, and you just do it like that. Like, I don't know why the bottom's not going in. I think this stopper is hitting it. So let me take this one, put it on the other side. Let's try that. This off. We'll take this, put it in like this. I don't know why it's not going in. Let's try this way. It just won't go in over here on the bottom. Don't know what the deal is. This one goes in. There we go. Okay. Take this guy. Like this. Same deal. On an angle. There. Okay. It's on now. This is the fun part. Get these little spring things here. And they go in these holes. There's holes down here. And holes over here. And it spreads the calipers. It spreads the brake pads apart. And you need to make sure you put these in there. And this, they give you new hardware. And there, like that. So it just wants to keep spreading the pads. So now while I'm holding it, this caliper, bring it around, and then put the caliper on. You have to move these guys here where the bolts go, caliper bolts, like that. Caliper bolts. Put them in. Shoot. And look at the hose here. That hose is not good. Alright. There. Put this together again. Put that out of the way. The other one out of the way. 2 bolts. One bolt there. Where's the other one? They're not going in. Okay. Let me get the ratchet. And you'll see this spin. That's where you get your 19. And hit that there. It's good. All right, it's tight. Put this one down here. Same deal. Tight. I just have to tighten these big ones for the bracket. So let me get the wrench for that. Tighten that, and then the front brakes are done. Just flip the screen up. Really? All right. We're doing these low control arms. This is the easy part. We took out a 19 millimeter bolt here, a 19 millimeter bolt here, and then over here, right here, there was a castle nut right here. Took that off. Now you see it's just hanging. We're replacing this whole thing. We don't care about this ball joint. So turn the light off. We don't care about the ball joint. So we're just gonna get a fork, pickle fork, and hammer it right here. And this will drop down. There's nothing holding it left. So get the hammer and the pickle fork. Here's the new piece. It goes like this. We already did the other side, so hopefully this side goes a little bit smoother. Pickle fork, you want to do this?
No.
No? All right. Here. So you just take this. This ruins this fork will ruin the boot and most likely ruin the ball joint, but we don't care. Watch out! I gotta swing this. So I'm just tap it in there at first. And now we gotta give a big hit. Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
Ready? This is the action part. Live action. Coming up. It'll go. Come on. Really? As I just smashed the rotor. All right. Whew, it should go. It's almost there. I don't know why. Whoa! I got the purse out. That's why. Took my purse out and hit it. All right, so you can see it destroyed the. Ugh. Sorry.
Really?
Did this get grease on you?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Sorry. Look at that. I got grease on. I didn't mean to do that. I thought there was a piece of rubber. All right, so now this. All 3 things are off. and you can just use your pickle fork.
That was dangerous.
And there it goes. So now the fun part is getting this new one on. They take this cast on off, take this piece of plastic off. We don't need those anymore. So from learning from the other side, we want to get this tightened first.
The flat part.
Yeah. You see how this is in the way.
Let me get a better angle.
It's so easy to get this one in. It's difficult to get this one in. Oh, here we go. I wonder if I can do that. No, I can't. Unless you can lift this up. Lift this out of the way. Go under. Let's see, give me one of those bolts.
Should I stop recording?
No, no. It's a good live action. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's hitting this.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Do we have a wrench for this? Alright, so right here I just screwed this in a little bit. It's going in. I'm going to see if I can slide this over. Maybe I can pull this back over. Get that in. And now we're going to have a problem getting this one in.
No, I don't think so.
Well, it's not going where it needs to go right now. Let me put the nut on here. Here's the new nut. Put the nut on there just to hold it. So now we got to get this side somehow in. And I think, I don't know, maybe I'll just hit it with a hammer. Let's see, let me go get a hammer.
Boom.
Yeah, now it has to go this way. Oh, too far. Let's get the bolt. Oh yeah, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. Just gonna use the little wimpy one.
You may have got bad recording angles.
Huh?
I think I may have gotten bad recording angles.
Okay. So if you look at these are the original castle nuts. It's got the little groove. The new ones are the same way. So I am going to use the same. It's not even a cotter panel. I don't know what that is. Some kind of clip. So I tightened that castle nut down. I just have to find. Just gotta find where the hole is. Always my problem. All right, there it is. Okay. All right, so you just gotta find where the hole is. You can see that the castle nut looks the same. The hole is right there. And this guy just clips on there like this, and it can't come out. So it grabs onto the nut. So that's pretty cool. And we got all this stuff tightened up. This one we did a different way. What we did was we got this side in, and then this side, the ball joint, and then this. Pain in the neck. You can see I hit it. It was a whole ordeal to get this in. The other one, you saw what we did. Put this one in first. Just swing the whole arm around. Get that, or get this in, your ball joint, and then get the other side in. Right here. That worked a lot better. So there you go. That's it. It's that front lower. I'm saying lower control arm. It might be called something else. I have no idea. But yeah, we can look at the old ones. Let's take a look here. Obviously, you know, I ruined the ball joint. Don't really care. I don't know, this dry rotting. Oh, that one's actually cracked. There's a little crack right there at the bottom. I don't know about these. these bushings were probably shot here. Yeah, crushed a little bit. So I think they needed to be done. But that's it for this. Okay, well that's it. Front brakes are done. Lower control arms. I'm holding off on the other steering components, the tie rods and all that kind of stuff, because I'm hoping I don't have to do an alignment on this thing. I mean, it's gonna need one, but that's something I have to plan and schedule. Anyway, thanks for watching, and you'll see me in the next video. Bye.